all kinds of good stuff. It's the 1-year anniversary of Trump getting shot.
Yes, I did. I don't know. I had a couple. Nobody seems to follow this guy in like any of the media spheres that any of the big right-wing pundits. But the guys over at Headline News have been pretty on top of this. The J13 stuff is what they call it. And there's been some really crazy stuff that has been like misreported or underreported. And there's a lot more to that Butler thing than what people are being made aware of.
MTG was out there screaming about how there's just not enough. We don't know anything.
Exactly. Exactly.
If he'd actually been shot in the head and we're here a year later with this much information, we'd be like, screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
for sure.
Yeah. But one of the things I tend to avoid is talking too much news and stuff before the show.
Yeah, no.
Because we used to do that a lot, and I would just always get confused if we covered it on the show or if we covered it in the pre-show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I know we talked about this, but when, you're deep in the second hour, and it's like, did we do what? Gosh, that was,
Yep.
It was 2 hours ago. Did we do it in the pre-show or the show? Because if I already covered it, then I sound geriatric if I dive into the same story again,
Yep.
Like, is this guy on like replay or something? Or am I just listening to this first hour again?
That can happen in the longer shows. I've had it happen myself.
But yeah, I got some headlines. We got the strawberry farm that got raided in California.
Yep. Hey, hold on a second. Eat his food. God damn it. Sorry, dogs fighting over food.
I'm doing pretty good here.
I got a notification on here? Weird.
I'm trying to get, hold on, let me try to add Yodi in. Now that, no. She's part of the call, but she didn't log in yet, I guess. But this is for the pre-show. I guess she'll do a Willie and just come in on, hey, right when we come in.
Do a Willie.
Yeah, do Willie.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's supposed to rain this week, man, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's so dry out west right now, man. If I cut this app, that keeps me alert of like any fires that kick up. And I mean, I'm getting notifications every like 10 minutes just for this county,
Yikes. We have a few up here in Oregon. It's the dry season started a little bit early for us up here, but
yeah.
I hear there's a bad one up in Canada too. It is that time of season again, isn't it?
Yep. Like they've got the north rim of the Grand Canyon shut down right now. It was under an evac order like the other day, the Get Out Now app or whatever.
It's crazy that they're getting pounded with rain on the East Coast and it's fire season on the West Coast already.
Oh yeah. Well, we just need the monsoons to kick in, and I think they will here in the next couple of days. I'm seeing like high chance of rain every day. Looking forward.
That's good. The Southwest, the people don't realize how dependent on the monsoon rains everything is in the Southwest.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with them, if you don't live in the Southwest, it's basically you wake up in the morning, it's hot and sunny, it's perfect, and then right about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sky turns black and it just pours down rain for like an hour or two, and then it breaks up and goes away.
Oh, can you give her the link, John?
Yeah. I'll do it through.
She's like, I don't know how. I'm like, you just open it up and click join. That's
I'll
all.
send it to her through Minds. I'm sure she's listening to us right now. So go into
Yeah,
your Minds
because I don't want
account.
to. The last couple times I had to give it to her in open chat, and I don't like giving that, our private conversations that we have for on air unless they're for, like guests and panelists and
Yeah,
hosts.
yeah.
That's not good. Even if I, put it up and delete it, someone can go back through and, look through and then like, oh, there's a link. Let's open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Yes, so that has been sent.
You hear that, yo? You got it now? So keep an eye out. Actually, you'll have to give her the next one too. Maybe.
Yeah, that'll hopefully be easier when we're all in here. We can at least figure out which one of her 20 avatars is her.
Hey, Linda Porter over on Facebook. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Will we be in on the next hour? Not the first hour, but hey, we like it when you stop in. We got Doc 420 in with us tonight too.
Yes.
And all the other folks that do this show, and I'm a guy behind the scenes. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping in.
And Barry had breast implants put in yesterday, and he's having bottom surgery on Tuesday. So he's going to be out for a little bit, and he's got to, have to heal up after that. So, but he will be fully transitioned. He'll be fully transitioned when he comes back, probably Sunday next week.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Mm-hmm. So, Doc, that's one of the things we get to do if you ever, miss a show, is we get to tell the audience whatever we want about you not being there.
Yeah, but if Willie gets a hold of it, he just doxes you the whole time.
Yeah, just. Oh no, he did.
Yeah.
He done died.
Barry was out picking strawberries, and ICE tried to arrest him, so he jumped off a 30-foot roof.
Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it.
You can't believe that guy, not one bit. But anyways, yeah, he's all right. I guess something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Because the roof was sloped. It had a gentle slope to it, and anybody knows that you can't go on a roof with a gentle slope.
No, it can't be having those slopey roofs.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, the sloped roofs will get you every time. Gotta watch out for them. I mean, in another generation, that might have been considered racist.
There you go, you sick bastard. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You see the old Bitcoins moving up to about 120,000, just under?
Wow. I did not. Yeah, we'll talk about that tonight for sure. I've got, I'll block out a good amount of time for us. Because there's some crypto news out there too.
Yeah, big week for the Trump administration in that realm. Should be a big week.
We'll dive into that. I'll give you the mic for a little while. You can run with it.
For sure. Picked a bunch of blackberries this week. Got some homemade blackberry syrup. Well, I guess they call them Marion berries out here because they're like a different variety of blackberry. But
Yeah.
they grow wild out here all over the place, and everybody hates them. But I was like, it's free berries. I don't know what you guys are all complaining about. So
Yeah, have you checked the price on these things at the grocery store lately?
Right? Yeah. So I went out and I cultivated one all over the winter and spring, and got it all set up to produce a bunch of berries. And I've been picking berries like a madman.
Nice, that's fun. In Colorado, there was this river, and there was this one spot I knew of where you could go down there, and it was just berries for a mile, raspberries, for days. Oh, guests are waiting. View lobby. Okay, Yotivation. Shit, I wonder how long she's been sitting there.
Well, we got about 3 minutes. Well, about 5 minutes.
Okay, there she is.
over
Shit.
here.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm
Yoda.
sorry. Now, how long were you even sitting in there? In the
I've
lobby.
been trying, my signal is bad right now because we're having the rain that you guys were talking about on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
my signal may come in.
Uh-oh.
And go
Hi,
out.
Doc.
Like that.
Hey, Mark. Hi, guys.
Hi, yo.
Hi, yo.
Hi, yo. Sounds
Hi, yo.
anime.
Yeah.
Countering at 30.
Hi, yo.
Again, with those sloped roofs, you got to watch out for them.
Uh-huh. Now it's time for super fun, happy hi-yo time.
Hi, yo.
Oh, yes.
My husband, he made a business, and he took the first 2 letters of my name, the first 2 letters of our kid's name, and the business ended up being called Yoto Joe. Doesn't that sound Japanese?
Yoto.
A little bit, maybe Korean, but certainly in that realm. Sounds a little bit.
You know, it reminds me of there's something like right out of The Simpsons when Homer's head was on that box. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah, it's probably too obscure. But yeah.
I'm not a big Simpsons guy. I stopped watching The Simpsons when Family Guy started, and then
yeah, exactly.
I stopped watching Family Guy when I stopped having cable TV. I stopped working for DirecTV in my 20s, and I've never had cable since.
Mm-hmm. Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
And once you get rid of it, you never look back.
Oh, I don't miss it at all. And now when I have to see a commercial on, like, if I get a movie on Netflix or something, one of the streaming things that has commercials, I'll be like, "What is this crap? I hate commercials."
Yeah.
Yeah, can't stand commercials.
I
used
go to
work
people's
in marketing.
houses. You ever go to someone's house and they've got cable and it's like just all commercials. You're sitting there looking at them like, you seriously sit and watch all these damn commercials? Like, really? This is what you do all day?
I watched one sporting event this spring on regular TV, and I was like, it was like, and for every like 15 minutes of the game, there was like 13 minutes of commercials. It was wild.
Exactly. And it's shit you're never gonna buy.
Well, yeah, well,
For the
We-
most
as we-
part, I mean,
when we saw with COVID, what we saw with COVID, clearly they're not buying those ads to sell things. They're paying for favorable coverage.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, all the drug commercials, like no thank you, class action lawsuits, no.
Depends.
Do I have a cash settlement and a deferred settlement and I need cash now?
Yeah.
No.
J.G. Whitworth.
Oh, you know the jingle even. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, I was in Arizona when I was coaching football and when I was a high school football coach, and I had antenna TV, and that was on every like third commercial was that commercial. It's like seared into my brain.
877 cash now.
Yep, exactly. Everybody knows that. One of the greatest commercials ever made because everybody remembers it.
It's terrible.
Okay, so we're going to need to switch rooms in a second.
Yeah.
And what'll happen, is as soon as we get in the new one, I will get the link there. I'll go straight over to mine, so I'll drop it in that again.
Okay.
Okay, and then this time I will look for you in the lobby. I noticed you after like sitting here forever. I was like, oh crap, I bet she's been in there for 10 minutes. Or
let
that was
you
the
know.
whole reason she
know
couldn't
where
get
I
in because you were. Yeah, I think you were probably sitting there since Mark gave you the link like 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
Anyway, I just didn't know to look up there. I didn't see it.
Well, I made it, and hopefully I'll make it to the next room too.
You will. We're going to get
working
it
on
done.
that.
We're going to get it done. Or make it happen.
All right.
That's what we do.
I am going to switch us to the next room.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Right now to see if we can
No.
take and do it. All right.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't do it, Mark.
Well, hold your breath. I don't know.
We
I
can
don't
do it
know if
after
we'll
the
be able to
second break. Let's
connect.
do it
Come
after
on
the
now.
break. We can't do it now. It's
right.
too.
All right. Let's see if we can get our folks into the next room. Motivation and Doc.
Copy.
There we go. And I got to hang up the other one. Hold on here. There we go. Where'd everybody go?
I'm here. I was just sending the link to Yotivation, so she's got it now.
Yeah, send it to Doc too.
All right. Let's see here. Back out here. Where's Doc? Can I just do that?
Where's Yo? Which one's Yo? Yo. Yo.
Okay, Doc's got it.
I got Yo in. There we go.
We got Yo in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that door should be right behind me.
Sweet.
Yotivation,
And
if you
Doc
go
should
into
be here.
where your camera setting is, all right?
Yes.
You can put a background behind there that won't show your picture. Just pick a pretty picture from there that says backgrounds, and it'll show it instead of, guest like that. Oh, and I got Doc. There we go.
All right, we're all here.
All right.
Excellent.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. I really appreciate it.
No
Absolutely.
problem.
I'm not sure what came up with Barry, but something came up, and we couldn't make it tonight.
It's his sister's cousin's aunt's birthday.
Oh, God.
3 times removed from college.
Wow.
All right? But wouldn't that figure? You know?
Well, he was really upset that you started the show
looks
so
really
late
pretty,
last week.
Yotivation.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Mark.
wow.
I picked it for you.
Yep. See, it wasn't that hard. You know, I'd have to take a whole show or a whole week to take and get Barry to figure it out. But anyways, you know.
Hey, isn't it showtime?
Almost.
Just about. Trying to think what we want to start with here.
All right, 30 seconds.
Do you hear the rain?
No.
No.
Okay, good. It is lightning.
And here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. With me tonight, I've got Dr. 420. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well, yourself?
Doing excellent. Excellent, man. And also, we've got Yotivation Nation.
Everyone?
Hello.
Still got that rain problem down there. She's got a
Yeah,
little bit
she's
of a
in
problem.
the middle of a big storm right now, so she might break up a little bit here and there. But she was doing fine through the pre-show, and I expect her to have decent, it should be fine in no time here. But anyways, July 13th, 2025, the 1-year anniversary of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. 1 year ago today. And so there's a lot of retrospect on that. And Doc, I think one of the biggest things is the lack of any information that's come out about all the weirdness that was behind this shooter, his lack of any social media presence, his apparently being a really poor gunman. How did he get up there? How did he get a ladder? You don't just walk through a presidential campaign rally with a ladder on one shoulder and an AK-47 or some rifle or whatever on the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's there's all kinds of things. I mean, there's the van that supposedly had explosives in it. There's the household that was completely wiped clean. I mean, there's all kinds of things that we just have zero answers to, and it seems like almost no one is getting any kind of punishment for it either, because the guys they suspended are getting paid. So I don't know. It smells of some sort of cover up to me.
I was reading that some of the Secret Service that were involved in this got big promotions, and there was sort of like one fall guy that Trump said, "Get him off my team. I don't want this guy anywhere near me." Who's the guy that was in charge that day? Right.
That basically seems like the case, yeah.
Yeah, and the roof was too steep. Remember they came out and said that?
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
head of the FBI came out or the head of the Secret Service came out and said, yeah, that roof was just too steep. And then you see all these memes going around with like a cow standing on a roof like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've actually seen cows get up on the roofs during floods to avoid the floodwaters. So it's the fact that the FBI had. Well, it's just evidence that the some of the people in charge over in those agencies, especially during the beginning of the administration, had no respect for the average person. Thought we were all absolutely morons, and that's kind of how they viewed us. They very much looked down upon the average Joe, and it's one of those moments in time where I don't know if we're ever going to actually get the answers we want, because they just they don't think we can handle it.
If he had actually been assassinated on that tragic day, and we had this much information a year later, I can't even imagine. It's JFK times 1,000. You know what I mean? A straight up assassination attempt. Like they dropped the ball so hard on his protection. The Secret Service did that. It just makes you wonder, like, if it came from on high. If someone said, "Hey, it wouldn't be too bad if we just looked the other way." I mean, if it was Hitler, you'd look the other way, right?
Right. No, and from what I've heard from various people that came from within that mess, that the culture war that we have on the outside, the TDS, so to speak, it exists on the inside. There are people who just loathe Donald Trump and everything he stands for, and they're embedded in these agencies. So I have no doubt that there was some of that somewhere along the line. You don't have that many failures without some of that.
Yotivation, what do you think?
Anomalies that happened during that time. And allegedly, do you recall that the AG building that this kid was on was allegedly owned by BlackRock, and that kid was in a BlackRock commercial. And then I don't know if you also recall, there was a short sale just the day before, I think it was, that they thought President Trump was, going to be assassinated. He didn't get assassinated. And then the next day they came out and said, "Oh, it was a mistake. We didn't mean that." Do you remember?
Oh, I do.
Oh, that headline that came out. Yeah.
They said it was some sort of error in the reporting, and that it should have never been filed, and they reversed the short sale. Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of peculiar things.
Very peculiar.
See, that's why we love you, Yo, because you always come back a year later with all the facts right at your fingertips, you know?
Yeah, right at my fingertips. Well, it's just a crazy time. I can't believe I'm so glad that we get to be here a whole year later celebrating that he's still with us. Because if he weren't, oh my gosh, it would be such a different world right now.
Yeah, and we did a show the day after that happened, and just pondered what it would look like, what would happen. I mean, contingency plans. You know, it was crazy. It was such an incredible time. I mean, we looked at it as the CIA. I'm sorry, the Secret Service just straight up allowing this to happen. You know, just such gross incompetence. Where, you know, the people are pointing at the guy. Hey, he's got a rifle. He's climbing on that building. Right? And the cops are like, what? What do you mean? Dude, right there, look that way. You know? Like, doesn't that look wrong to you?
And he was flying a drone over secured what was supposed to be secured airspace. How was there not any counter drone surveillance being done on a restricted airspace?
Excuse...
there's layer upon layer of just things that would have to happen at such high probability, you know, of happening, that it just seems like somewhere along the line there's some intentionality with this.
And then the reason they didn't have a lot of those assets, because the First Lady was doing an event close to there, you know, within like, I don't know, 100 miles or whatever, but in that territory, so to speak, right? And so they're allocated to her event as priority.
Yeah, and he got the B and C team.
And convenient, you know, and also the conventions especially the one in Milwaukee was like days away, so a lot of resources were allocated up there for that, of course. But it was just such negligence, you know what I mean? That you allowed that roof to be that vulnerable and that wide open, and then nobody looked that way at any time when that kid climbed up there. You know, crawled into position, took out his rifle, aimed it out there, got the scope, right? He had the distance scope, because he wasn't a very good shot, and he probably over-relied on that distance scope.
Yeah, on the spotter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
His rangefinder, yeah.
Jethro Bodine wouldn't know what to do with the rangefinder, and he can shoot a flea off the back of a hog from 200 yards.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, this kid was allowed to enter into a area that was within 120 yards of the president with clear line of sight. That is beyond a security failure. I mean, that is 101 stuff. That's stuff you take a test on in the first day of your school in security training. Like that is you don't give an open clear shot that short. I mean, pretty much anybody with a couple days at the range can pick that shot.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Trump just moved his head.
Yeah,
he just moved his head at the exact, and we all saw all those videos of like him from above. This is the angle of the bullet. This is when he moves his head. It's like split second stuff. You know, otherwise it would have blown the back of his skull right off. You know, straight up. If he hadn't turned to look to the right.
First rally CNN had ever covered of his.
That's another big coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a clip here from ABC this week from the day after, the Sunday morning show, right? So this is the day after Trump's assassination.
No question about that. But as you point out, those statements from J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy, of course, President Trump and his supporters have contributed to this violent rhetoric as well.
Well, absolutely, George. We were just looking back this morning at some of the things that former President Trump has said. He warned last March of potential death and destruction if he were charged by the Manhattan District Attorney. Our country is being destroyed as they tell us to be peaceful. Trump in January warned of bedlam in the country if the criminal charges against him succeeded. And of course, in March, he said, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a...
Okay. All right. I'll just stop it right there because she rattles off a bunch of lies. And that one in particular is grating, the bloodbath. He was talking about the auto industry. It would be a bloodbath in the auto industry if he didn't win. And right now, the auto industry is doing great. They're blowing out manufacturing. America burst $14 trillion in commitments for investments into the United States. You know, what a blatant lie. But you can see from this how disgusting they were. The next day, saying he brought it on himself, basically.
Yep.
You know, his rhetoric and his supporters are the ones who probably did this because they're the only ones that ever do, bad things, right? Here's some headlines from CNN. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one from CNN. Trump injured in incident at Pennsylvania rally. USA Today. Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startled former president and the crowd. Loud noises startled him. Are you kidding me? The Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after popping noises heard at his Pennsylvania rally. That's ABC News. Popping noises. MSNBC. Secret Service. Trump safe after being rushed off Pennsylvania stage after gunshot-like sounds. Gunshot-like sounds. And last, Washington Post. Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. That's why there's two Americas. That's why there's a team left and a team right. Because team left gets headlines like that after Trump almost got assassinated. And they just say popping noises. Yep. He was startled. It's disgusting. Doc, what do you say?
Well, I mean, is this not pretty prototypical of the legacy media apparatus? I mean, they have demonized him for 10 years. I mean, now granted, he's done quite a bit of damage to his own things recently, but aside from that, if we're talking about the 8 years running up to this election, they did nothing but demonize the man. They lied at every chance they got. They called him a racist. They called him a misogynist, a rapist. They arrested his lawyers. And it was, at that point, I remember feeling like I was numb to all of the rhetoric from the legacy media, as if their opinion of this situation no longer mattered in the least to me. And that was I think how a lot of people felt at that moment with that rhetoric. They were just like, these people are so sick and disgusting, they no longer matter to me. And it shows in their numbers, in their ratings. I mean, even with their move around, CNN bringing in a true, actual Trump supporting voice hasn't helped their ratings in any way.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. MSNBC, CNN, their trust ratings are through the floor. I mean, they're zero at this point because we've been watching it forever. Yotivation, how disgusting is that the day after an assassination attempt, they are blaming Trump for his rhetoric and saying that's why he got shot, because his supporters are so dangerous.
Yeah. Well, we have our list, for sure. You can look back, you have history. Things have already happened. We know what's true and what isn't true by this point. And did you say that was an ABC report that we listened to?
There was Stephanopoulos and Martha Raddatz on ABC News, correct?
Yeah. Aren't they also the same ones that withheld the Epstein story? They had that Amy Robach sat on that story for 3 years. And she finally came out and she said, she had done an interview with not Virginia Giuffre, but another of Epstein's victims. And she had all the good, and ABC had her sit on that story. And if you recall, all those headlines, all those articles came from the same people that also pushed that Hunter's laptop was Russia disinformation. They also pushed the fake, phony, and false Russia collusion, delusion hoax. So you have your list. These people push the deep state lies. And people who still listen to the television and believe it are at a great disadvantage. And they're also having an impact on our future trajectory. So hopefully they'll wake up with all the things that are happening under President Trump. because
Mhm.
he, has been coming through left and right on all kinds of things. And
Mhm.
I do know a lot of people are questioning, myself included, some of the things that are happening right now. I wish I knew, but that is the way of politics today. We have to guess.
Yeah,
It sure
that's
is.
unfortunately true. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. If there's anything else you guys want to add to the story, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, let's move on. It's
No.
related, though. It's definitely related. And I am really, you mentioned a few minutes ago, Doc, about how there's some things Trump does that you just don't like.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit on one of those right here. Trump just put out a statement the other day saying he's giving serious consideration to revoking Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship, calling her a threat to humanity. I don't care what kind of Twitter feud the two of you have had over this so many years, this passive aggressive, romance you have. But you can't revoke anybody's citizenship, Mr. President, just because you don't like them on X. Okay?
Yeah.
That's some absolute BS there to even threaten that. Because, when Biden 2.0 comes in here any day now, I don't want that threat hanging out over everyone's head who supported Trump. That the new president on the left can now just take away all our citizenships and send us to Gitmo or something?
Well, they'll use alligator Alcatraz on us. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
go ahead, Doc. This kind of ticks me off because that kind of talk from a president is disgusting, if you ask me.
Well, it is. I think Yotivation would agree that there are certain rights conferred to you as a citizen that that require a level of respect. In fact, the fact that Rosie O'Donnell hates Donald Trump is her natural born right as an American. Now, the fact that she ran away to Ireland and she continues to be kind of one of these people that portrays the legacy narrative and is fallen victim to the brainwashing. That may be the case, but she's still. We're not talking about Mondani, like the guy who's running for office up in New York City, who just became a citizen 7 years ago and lived here for 12 years and overstayed his visa and lied on his application. We're not talking about a guy like that. We're talking about somebody who was born here, raised here to two American parents. To make those kind of threats and set that kind of precedent is absolutely something the left will use against their opponents. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's disgusting and he needs to cut it out. Now, Yotivation, having said all that, I'm sure you agree with the premise. I've heard you throw a couple uh-hs out there, but you would still, if you got on the Trump 747, you would still call him daddy and sit on his lap, right?
You have forgiveness for him, but there are certain things that are unacceptable, and overstepping rights is one of them. That's what our problem is with previous presidents. We surely don't want President Trump to do that too. That's why we chose him, because he backed our constitutional rights, and he should know that name calling and not liking you, he has plenty of people that don't like him. I don't know why Rosie seems to be the one that he wants to what's that, kick her out of America. Like she, as Doc said, she's an American. She has American citizen rights unless she rescinded them, and I don't think she did.
And spending, moving to Ireland for 6 months now is not a grounds to, lose your citizenship. A lot of people move to countries for years, let alone 6 months.
Right.
You know what I mean? No. So this is one that I just don't, agree with him on. But unlike Elon Musk, I will not, completely abandon him and start my own party.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of see where Elon's coming from. Trump, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a libertarian, more of an anarchist, really, but I understand the pragmatism involved in having someone like Trump elected versus Kamala Harris, and so I put my weight my tiny little vote behind him. But I think that his real weakness is also his real strength. It's his stubbornness. His ability to bullhead his way through things has gotten him where he is in life. But that has left a wake of devastated things behind him, some of which are not really important, some of which are just businesses, and you know, yeah, some people lost their jobs, but they went and got other jobs, and that's just how life goes. But there are other things that he comes up against that the way that he is reacting to the Epstein thing is one that, and you know, I'm not very happy with it. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people who are they see Epstein as a symbol for this deep corruption that we're talking about. The same people that were friends with Epstein are the same people who had crooks up on that ladder or up on that roof taking the shot. They're the same group of people. And the fact that he doesn't want to take that serious, or at least can't in public, is extremely frustrating.
Yeah. And you said you understood Elon Musk's anger at Trump. And I do too, because the man took 5 months out of his life, took a lot of heat, and dedicated, 100 hours a week towards finding and cutting out waste, fraud, and abuse in the government. And he saved us, hundreds of billions, $1 trillion a year, whatever it was. And he just saw this big, beautiful bill pass with $5 billion in additional debt ceiling attached to it, taking us beyond $31 trillion in debt. And he's saying, what in the world did I just give up 5 months of my life for?
Yeah.
You asked me.
Damaged his company reputation as well.
Exactly. They were painting his cars on fire. Yeah. Like, that takes a lot of gall to go do something like that and have that kind of feedback from the public, where they're rioting in front of your dealerships and lighting cars on fire. The board of directors is not going to put up with very much of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see here. Let's talk about the strawberry farmers.
Are we sure they were strawberry farmers?
Well, I've been reliably told that this was a strawberry farm, and it got raided by ICE, and there were no unaccompanied minors on the premises at all working there in slave-like conditions. And, it was mostly peaceful.
So what you're saying is it wasn't peaceful at all. There was slave labor, and they were underage, and it definitely wasn't a strawberry farm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. When the left talks about food rotting on the vine, what they're really talking about is their precious marijuana buds wilting on the stalk.
Yeah. No, I'm a little upset about the way it's being portrayed in the media on some sides of it, but I think the focus should be the fact that most of California's industries that are like the cannabis industry, which rely on seasonal workers, almost all of them are using slave labor like this, and that is one of the big. It's such a big winner. I don't know why it's not more of it going on. I think there's people with a lot of money behind the scenes that don't want more of it going on. But I think we need to raid more of these big farms.
And this particular legal cannabis grow, was a supporter for Gavin Newsom.
Well, and they were under investigation. I think Gavin Newsom was protecting them or something. Wasn't that the case?
Well, I don't want to allege anything here, allegedly.
Well, okay. Allegedly.
But sure, that stuff never really happens in politics. There's really none of that going on anywhere, especially California.
No,
nobody greasing anybody's wheels around there. Come on. So.
Yeah, you got the 14 of those were minors, and I don't know, I think a couple of them were girls. And one of the guys that got busted was a child rapist. And
which is why they were going in there to get him.
You have to wonder, what those girls might be going through besides picking things. And then also consider the 300,000, which I'm sure is way more than that, missing illegal children. They just found
Hmm.
14 of them.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah. And I have a friend of mine who has a 5-acre ranch out in it's in these kinds of areas where a lot of this stuff goes on. And he's told me nightmare stories about people being abducted, forced to work on pot farms, out in the middle of nowhere, in shackles, in modern day California. And they suddenly go in there, break the place up, and they free 5 people that have been missing for, the last 8 months or whatever. It's crazy stuff, and it does happen.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh, they just
there's
busted a bunch of Chinese folks doing that up in Maine. They had slaves and everything. Yeah.
and the cartels are up to their elbows in this stuff. All these people, every one of these people that cross the border, that do it in any other way other than just going to an entry point, and even a lot of those are owing the cartels money when they get here. For them to pass through there, the cartel says, here's a wristband, different colors for different dollar amounts. When you get to the other side, one of our people will pick you up. That wristband means we're going to take you, find you a job, yada, yada, yada. You get the point. They put them into slavery. They have people back home that, you come to the border, you have any kind of a family with any kind of money, boom, yeah, sure, we'll take you over, and they go back to that family in Mexico and say, hey, if they don't pay, we come for you.
Yep.
So they've got that hanging over their heads while they're working on these pot farms, for slave labor prices, let's admit it. And it's happening in America. It's not some far off land. It's happening today in America, and it ain't the white man that's doing it.
No, up in Seattle and Portland here, where they what they're doing is they're trafficking them into sex slavery. They are being sold into forced prostitution, street walking up in Seattle and Portland. That's where a big section of the illegals that come into the city, a lot of the young girls go into that workforce, if you can call it that. Yeah.
And motivation, man, you go in there. Well, not you, but they go in there with an idea that they owe this guy $5,000 and they've got to work it off. But then when that money gets paid off, it's like, oh no, you forgot about the interest, or you forgot about the fees.
Yeah, nobody knows who these kids are, so nobody's missing them. It's horrible. And Joe Biden is the human trafficking kingpin of the world. They say 20 million illegals came here. That was so long ago. Those numbers are so low. There has to be probably at least, I would say, probably 40 million, if not more. And they were only counting the ones that they kept track of. What about those gotaways? Christy Noem, she has said that they've arrested 286,000 illegals so far, which is great, but it's not near enough for as many has come across this border. So
those
I
are
hope
rookie
to
numbers.
I want to see those numbers go up. And another thing that President Trump said that is perplexing me is that he wanted to give illegals on these farms a chance to stay here, but they're illegal, and illegal means illegal. So all of them got to go and come back and do it the right way.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on with President Trump right now.
I think he has some bad people in his ear. I think he has some people who have nefarious interests at heart, their own personal self-interest, not the country's best interest. And I think those people are getting the last word on some things. I did hear him say, though, in a speech just after that got reported, that there won't be any amnesty, that they've finally decided that the discussion is over. They're not going to do any amnesty. So I hope he sticks to that. I hope he sticks to that.
Do I.
Yeah, I hope so. And this is as good a time as any to get into Crypto Week and what's going on in the crypto world. Folks, Doc is one of the like premier experts out there in the field. The guy makes, money hand over fist all day long, while we're all just watching, whatever, being bored. He's making bank hand over fist. His advice should be listened to and followed as if it were gospel, I think. No. Actually, we don't give out financial advice on this show.
Advice. None.
No financial advice, but Doc is the man. Let's get into some crypto stuff, starting with $120,000 Bitcoin. What's going on there, buddy?
Oh, well, as I told you once before on this show, I mentioned it, that this bull run, this big run up that we're having was going to be pushed by nation states and the businesses that are buying it and putting it as reserve collateral on their books. And that's what's happening. We have at least 4 or 5 national wealth funds, sovereign wealth funds, buying Bitcoin. We have a couple nations that are mining Bitcoin with their spare energy to put it to good use. This includes Russia. Russia's been using Bitcoin to make payments to avoid restrictions from the Ukraine war stuff. So the industry is starting to mature in a way that the industry pundits, the financial industry pundits, are finally starting to respect, and that's being reflected in the price action. But we do have a big week coming for Donald Trump's administration. He has 3 big bills coming into through Congress, and he is kind of expecting to get all 3 or at least one of those on his desk by the end of this week. The one of them would outlaw.
I've got them right here, if I could, really quick. The Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, right?
Yep.
Sorry. I'm sorry, they were right here at my fingertip. The Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, okay, and the Clarity Central Bank Digital Currency stuff is what we're avoiding there, and the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, the Genius Act. So we've got the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and the Anti-Central Bank Digital Currency Act. So let's walk through those. Go for it.
Okay. Well, the one we should probably talk about, the anti-CBDC bill, probably has the weakest chance of passing, not because anybody's really interested in central bank digital currencies. The central banks have realized that they can't catch up fast enough. They were too far behind. And so they're putting their weight behind stable coins now. But it may pass just as one of those bipartisan things. They can say they did something. It may, but it tends to have the weaker one. What it would do is prevent the Federal Reserve of the United States from issuing a central digital currency or digital dollar on its own. That the digital dollar would be reserved for the Congress and Treasury. Which actually would be if we were going to switch to a digital currency system, I would prefer it to be run by the banks and Treasury rather than the Federal Reserve. But that's what that one's about.
And well, it's also a little more because it's the Anti-Central Bank Digital Currency Surveillance Act, right? So it also involves the fact that this creates a surveillance state in a way.
Well, it's trying to prevent it. What it's trying to do is ensure cash-like properties to digital currencies. So, if I give you $5 for the berries you picked it out of your backyard, the government doesn't need to know about that. That's the kind of privacy they're trying to protect with this act. I don't know how good a job they do with those kind of things. I mean, to get a bipartisan bill passed, you're going to have to give up something to somebody. And so I don't know how deep the protection is for that. But just the fact alone that they want to ban the Federal Reserve from making a central bank digital currency looks good to the public. And so it may get some juice behind that.
Okay. So which one you want to hit up next?
Okay. Next we have the Genius Act. And I don't have, what's the full title again? it's something.
The Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act.
Right. It's I call it the stablecoin bill, but yeah, the Genius Act is the one that is going to set out the standards and guidance for banks and non-banking entities that want to enter the stablecoin market. It's going to set up all the rules that they have to follow, and basically, it's going to allow a guideline for like companies like Circle, Tether, Ripple, JP Morgan. A couple other companies have already expressed interest in basically buying U.S. debt and creating a stablecoin that can be used in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. I believe they also are going to create standards within the bill. I haven't seen the final ins and outs of it yet, but it does seem like they're going to try to get some establishment to use digital stablecoins as currency. So they will be acceptable as a form of payment for bills specifically to the government, which then gives business the ability to transact in them as well. This is a big deal to the banks because it gives them access to basically a Federal Reserve account, and they can basically print as much debt as they want and put it into the crypto space. It's actually a big part of Trump's economic plan to save the dollar. He wants companies to be openly able to buy as much U.S. debt as possible. Because right now we're kind of in a little bit of a economic warfare with the BRICS nations. And a lot of those countries are dumping U.S. dollars and buying gold or other reserve currencies. And so this would backstop the U.S. dollar. It's one of the big things behind the push. I'm not a big fan of stablecoins, but that's the reason for it.
And we got a couple minutes left before we have to take our break. So let's. The last one is the Clarity Act.
And this one is just setting up guidance for the market to assess cryptocurrencies, whether they're a commodity or a security, and who decides which is what, and giving consumer protections. All the standard investment strategy stuff is in this. It's basically the government's attempt to corral cryptocurrency into the traditional finance rule system. There will be some ins and outs of it, but for the most part, it's going to free up cryptocurrency in the United States to be a regulated industry, which it means a whole bunch of money going to flow.
Yeah, but what about the absolute SHIT coins that are out there? I mean, will they get caught up in this too? Will it be too expensive for them to even exist?
I think what eventually is going to happen is they're going to go away over time. Absolutely. But the barrier to creating a token now is almost zero. I can go on pump.fun or sneck.fun and I can create my own token right now for like $100.
Yeah, exactly. And I know many people that have done that, that have their own crypto. And some of them have actually seen success with it.
No, yeah. I mean,
for sure,
it's all about attention. And how funny are your memes, right? But no, there's some real quality stuff going on. Decentralized storage of your identity information is a big one. We've seen a lot of hacks recently. There's a lot of companies that are focusing on that use case for various blockchains, voting, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of real world use case that is going to be very necessary when AI it can create music and all this other stuff instantaneously. It's going to help people actually claim back their IP.
All right. On that note, folks, we're going to take a break. Thank you so much for that analysis. It's good stuff, Doc. But, folks, we're going to be right back after this short message with much, much more of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. 9/11.
All right, we are on radio break.
Tower 7 definitely
Roger
didn't,
says that he created the token and most of them aren't monetized. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and are worth
money.
Yeah,
there ain't no money in it.
No. It's a wild game. It's a wild.
Dude, that's good stuff. Was that just off the top of your head, or did you have an article in front of you?
No, that's just all the stuff that I've been reading. I've been covered every
Yeah.
Saturday. I talk about it all the time. So
Good job. That was great coverage. I'm sure Yo is so impressed.
Saying, what did you hear? You guys are way above me right now.
well,
Okay.
I tell you what, I think everybody should have a little bit of Bitcoin. I think everybody should be trying to save a little bit of their money in Bitcoin at this point. Same, like they used to say with gold and silver back in the day. I have a feeling that once people really start to understand it, that have a lot of money, it's not coming back down. It's actually probably going to end up replacing a large chunk of the dollar at some point.
Well, that'll be good if it allows me to take and do it too. But, the way things are right now, the way my settlement is written with the government, it's considered an investment. And if I'm earning something, then they'll take $1 for every dollar until they can say, "Oh, we'll take everything
Ugh.
else."
And
Yeah,
it's just they're incentivizing you to just not
Yeah.
ever go out and try to do anything,
Right. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
If later on,
They're saying-
I could
Well,
choose to get
there's-
paid that way, hey,
Well, they're saying, like, if
That
you
would
want to
be
be an
cool.
entrepreneur and you want to go out there and try to do it, you have to, like, instantly jump from 0 to, like, 100. You know what I mean? You can't work your way up over a year or two and get off, build something up that starts making money in a year and a half. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which is a lot of businesses, are like that. So you have to, like, either sacrifice it all or boom, just figure out something that's going to instantly make money on day one,
Well,
big time,
I,
to the tune of.
I look at a business like marriage. If you get past 5 years, you're doing pretty good. If you get past 10 years, you're doing great. If you go past 15, well, hey, you might be cruising along really good till the very end.
Yeah, it's very true that they do create hurdles
Oh, man.
that make it so difficult, and then most new businesses fail within the first 3 years.
Yeah.
And we're back live on the air right now. Hello.
We got about a minute and a half.
Okay, gosh, I was scared there.
And then as soon as we get back, for our first break, we're going to probably have to cut to the next one, I'm going to...
After the 58-minute mark. Because last week we had to end it early because we started it too early.
a little too early, yeah.
Yeah. So you jumped in and said, end it, dude, end it.
Yeah, I'd be like, hold on, I don't know what happened to the clock, man. It's like, why did it go so fast? No.
I'm like, we have plenty of time, Mark. And you're like, no, not in the room.
Not in the room, yeah.
Did you guys see that the Elmo account on Twitter got hacked?
No.
That's pretty funny.
That is,
It's-
what'd they say?
Not fun stuff that I can repeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
What did it say?
Let's just say that Elmo is definitely gone to the Kanye side of the
30
internet.
seconds, guys.
Elmo gets fisted every night.
That's true.
It is true.
No.
Every day for 9 hours a day, I'm being
And
fisted.
here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. With me tonight, I got Dr. 420 in the house. How you doing, Doc?
Doing well.
All right, we got Yotivation Nation. It's so good to have both you guys in here tonight. Barry is out. Oh gosh, in the Willie segment, we'll come up with something about why Barry's out. But for now, Barry couldn't make it tonight, so we got Doc sitting in for him, and we got Yotivation back mainly from her little sabbatical she took. Which, big deduction, by the way. Like, That $4.50 you get every week, you didn't get it when you were on that sabbatical or
I know.
whatever it is.
I
Yeah,
felt it. I felt the pain.
yeah, exactly. So let's talk about Spain. Spain has been up in arms lately about a lot of stuff. They've been out there getting ticked off that they're so popular that everybody wants to vacation there, that it's become prohibitively expensive to live in a lot of these cities. So sorry, my dog is going crazy now. Hey, be careful with her when she gets like that. You know that, right? Be careful with her when she gets like that. Yeah. Anyway, but now they're having street battles. Did you see these videos, guys? Between
I did
migrants
not.
and natives. Okay, so in this little enclave, this is a town of like 40,000 people, of which I guess about 30% are Moroccan. There was a dude who got up and went for his morning walk. He was like 70 years old, and a couple of Moroccan kids came up and just beat the crap out of him for no reason. They were laughing. They thought it was fun. And he didn't die, but I'm telling you, the men of this town were about done with it. And they said, hey, the cops aren't here. They don't have like a station in that city itself. So it's a 15-minute call. Anytime, they got to come over from the other city next door. 15 minutes minimum, anytime, yeah, if they can leave immediately. And so they said, screw it. Let's get some people together. All the pubs cleared out. Everyone went out with pitchforks and, and fires. And they were like, let's go. And it was mayhem. There were migrant groups of Moroccans running through the streets looking for Spaniards, and there were groups of Spaniards looking for the migrant groups, and they clashed on several occasions. There was one really shot that just stuck with me, with these police officers walking with the migrants down the street, and the migrants have bats and knives and you name it, and the cops are just walking along with them. Nothing this cop could have done to stop them, until they turned their attention back on the Spaniards, who actually could, were like, hey, we don't want to go to jail, right? But the people on the other side don't care. It's a ongoing thing that Europe is just going to have to live with. Spain has been through this before. This isn't the first, Islamic invasion of Spain by any means. And they've dealt with it before. They're going to have to deal with it again, unfortunately, like I've said for years and years and years, unless they just put an end to it right now. And the UK, man, they're saying over there that, like, the people living in the UK are saying it's done. They're passing this new inheritance, wealth tax over there, that everybody who's a millionaire is just fleeing the UK. They're like, no, thank you. I can't live here anymore. If you're going to tax my wealth on an annual basis. So we're looking at a crazy, crazy, crazy world over in Europe, and these clashes between Spaniards and the migrants, mainly Moroccan, is insane. People throwing rocks at each other, going off. It was just, fireworks everywhere. It was watching the fireworks. I was like reminded of the Star-Spangled Banner and how we celebrate it. And,
Yeah. I mean, we get a lot of that up here where I'm at, though. So, I mean, I feel for the Spaniards. It's not Moroccans. It's socialists and communists here, but we get the same kind of riotous fireworks and damaging things, and running around with weapons, and the police not doing anything to stop them. This is a pretty big problem for Europe, though. The Islam part of it is pretty serious. I don't think people who live in Europe really understand their own history well enough, like what it was like when the Islamic Empire controlled southern Spain and how terrible that was for the Spanish people. Like, I'm concerned that Europe is going to fall into some sort of chaotic, natives versus Islam kind of civil war type situation in multiple countries. It seems like it's getting pretty bad in multiple countries over France, England,
Mhm.
Spain. I know Italy has had some pretty serious problems in the southern part. Melania is trying to do some things. We'll see what she can do. But Turkey's basically holding back an entire population from it flooding into Europe. And they're using that as leverage against the other parts of the EU. So I don't know. At some point, like you said, they're going to have to do something about it. I don't know what they can. They're going to have to do something.
Well, in the famous words of Mel Brooks, no one ever expects an inquisition.
Valid. Well, some people have made the argument that that's what we need again, another crusade.
You never see them coming, do you? It's just bam, you got the Inquisition. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Bam, it just happened. Wow, how'd that happen? Bam. Inquisition, what a guess. Anyway, Yotivation Nation, what do you think of all this stuff going on over there?
I am going to admit to not having much knowledge about it. I'm more of trying to keep up in America. And recently, I haven't been able to keep up as much as I love to. So I am learning all the time from you guys. I'm glad you're talking about it.
I'm just going to say that, hey, we always cover international news, right? Like, it's
Yes,
one thing
we
to
do.
just cover America in great detail, but you have to cover the whole world, honey. If you're going to be on the show, I need you in Asia,
I know, I've got to step it
Australia.
up.
I need you in Europe, Africa. You got to stay up on it. That goes for you double, Doc.
Hey, I'm on it.
Because you're not on the excuse train like some of us over here
No excuses.
Yeah. No, I have definitely been out of commission, and I know I'm not contributing very much, but I am very happy to be here with you.
You're a
We're just
legend.
glad to have you.
You're a legend. You're like the best co-host, in the world. Other than Barry, of course. Barry's awesome too, and David Hogg, man. David Hogg, love you, man. Love you to death. Can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah.
And hopefully he will be back one of these days very soon.
He
It'd be
brings
great,
the funny.
Oh yeah, he brings the funny, And speaking of, we're going to check in with Willie and his worm farm here in the second hour. So that's coming up in a little bit. But yeah, what's going on in the world? I don't know, man. Out here in the West, I'm just watching fires pop up. It's kind of shocking how much it's happening right now. We're just right on the cusp of about to go into the monsoon season, which is when all the big afternoon, thunderheads roll into the deserts and the high mountains and whatnot, and give some rain relief. But the north rim of the Grand Canyon is closed. There's all kinds of fires going up into Utah. Big ones, like a 40,000 acre one next to another 35,000 acre one, and a 5,000, another 10,000. It's really shocking, and it's sad to see. And, I don't blame climate change for this. I blame us for living out in a place that has fires on a regular basis that are normally ground fires that just go and burn all the brush on the ground and all that stuff. And they do that every year or two, and they never get up in the tops of the trees, because they were allowed to burn. We don't allow anything to burn now very much, And so
And then they get out of control.
Yeah, it builds up all that the forest floor debris that then can turn a ground fire into a crown fire, where it's up in the tops of the trees, the crowns of the trees, and those are the bad ones. The ground fires are good. Crown fires are really bad. They go forever. They burn everything. They leave the whole forest with nothing left, and it's sad to see. But folks, this is the end of the first hour of the Censorship Sucks Round Table Radio Show. We got to go to break. We'll be right back with hour two right after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break, and we got 2 minutes on this one left. So I'll bring
I was
us back
so
about
close to saying this message, and then I caught myself halfway through the word and
these
changed it to
messages.
these. Yeah, these messages.
these. These.
Habits are hard to change.
Word from our advertisers. Those
Yeah, these-
advertisers.
Words from our sponsors.
An obscene profit money-making break.
Yeah, there you go. It's time for that.
That's what Rush Limbaugh would call them.
Yeah. Even though he
Here's
would,
a time where I sit back, say nothing, and make $2 million.
yeah, even though he would come in and right after that and do his in show ones, you know. I'm like, okay, if it wasn't enough that we had,
I mean,
you know.
dude, imagine being Rush Limbaugh though, and for real, like, you know, you call off your obscene profit break or whatever, and then you get up and you go to the restroom and you're just taking a wee, and you're thinking, you know, it's so true. I'm just making so much money right now. I'm just standing here with literally with my dick in my hand, making so much money.
Money, money, money.
Yeah. And that was the highlight of the high times of radio, though. I mean, when Rush was at his peak, that was like when radio was king.
AM radio is still king, man. As far as the voice, man.
They do huge numbers still comparatively to television. That's for sure.
Like, we're doing more than CNN, like, you know, prime viewers, right? Like, we reach more than they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't ever hear about us on TV or the radio unless you're on the station that we're on, you know. Well, not TV station, but radio station.
Well, yeah, that's how radio works, man.
Yeah. You see, well, you know, when Willie starts saying, yeah, you see that little pip up there on the right-hand side, you know, that's us in the corner. No. People are looking on their, while they're driving and crashing into things, you know, because they're trying to look for a little pip on the, they're so used to looking at devices instead of a radio, you know. We're going to get cut off on this any second, but I'm not going to take and bring you back in.
I'm going to hang up here. I'm going to hang up.
You're going to put me the link in Mind?
What's that?
Am I going to get my link in Mind?
I'll get him to send that to you, but you should already be in the other group.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
I need to learn navigation here.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll get you in. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Right, Doc? You can both of you can hang up, and then I'll take in this over on the other side here in just a minute. All right. Folks, we're going to transition. We're on radio break right now. 99% of my live broadcasts are done with by doing a what do they call it? Hybrid radio stream. So not only will you you know, you hear everything that you would hear during the break instead of the public service announcements and all the advertising on radio. If you were with this, unless you're listening to us on a radio station, which you won't be hearing me right now. But I'm going to get us back up and running here just a minute. Give them as much time as I possibly can. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, dang. Oh, that fucking Willie guy's here. Mark, I thought I talked to you about him.
Yeah, that Willie guy, you know.
How, son?
I said don't give him the link.
I can hack y'all. I got what they call hacker skills.
Oh no, not that.
You got hacker skills, do you?
Yotivation needs the link, and so does.
I know. I'm stepping up here. Hold on, dude. Doing your job.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, but
Mark,
I can't
it's
get
the
in there.
producer's job to get everyone in the room, right? Is it the
Yeah,
host job or the
well,
producer's job?
Yeah,
Willie, what do you say?
yeah. It's Willie's fault.
Yeah, no. Hi, I'm with you fellers.
You're with us, but you're not with us. But you're with us. Should have known, but could have known, but didn't know, but would have known, right? Or something like that. How do you do it, Willie?
I don't know, man. I forget.
That's the thing, though. If you don't know, just ask him, man. He'll know.
Yeah,
He'll tell you.
He'll tell you he doesn't know. Oh, there we go.
In the lobby, admit all.
I got them now.
Two people admit all. Bing, bang, boom.
All right.
Okay.
And here we go.
Boy, now here's the thing: is can Doc handle his own with Willie? I want to see this, man.
This could be good or troublesome. We don't.
Doc, do you
know
do
that
any
yet.
voices? Can you do any voices, Doc?
I do some voices.
All right, what you got?
Which one do you want? Do you want the British?
I don't know what you got.
Hillbilly?
Well, let's hear your hillbilly.
Now, listen here. Now,
Hey, I'm Willie right here. Come on.
you could not know anything about being up on top of the hill if you ain't from one of them hollers. You don't understand.
Hey there.
If you ain't from there, you don't understand.
He sounds like a Willie replacement.
Yeah, well, we're
But
just
will
working
he
on.
be the replacement?
Yeah, I mean, we're working on Yo's replacement and your. Well, yeah, we're working on this. Trust me, we've got all kinds of fires going.
You guys hear me? I'm on end.
That's that Doc from 69, South Carolina, huh?
Now, listen here. Is the 71st?
All right, let's hear British.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Oh wait, I'm stuck in my hillbilly voice in my head. Hold on.
I'm wondering if it's going to be a proper British, a Cockney British, an Irish, or
It's whatever Sean Connery does in his random.
Oh, okay, then
That's
the
Scottish.
London.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a mixture of like whatever Hollywood. It's Oi, what's going on over there? What are you boys doing? Are you drinking some beers? You going down to the pub? Ah, bollocks.
All right, Willie. By the way, Barry can't be here tonight because he got his top surgery yesterday, and he's going to have his bottom surgery tomorrow.
Top surgery and bottom surgery, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he's at a funeral. Then he has to go to a funeral right afterwards. To his sister's cousin's second, third, or fourth removed roommate from college.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it. I thought that's what it read. But anyways, you got like 30
Well, he
seconds.
could be at someone's funeral, but yeah, I wouldn't want to turn that into a joke.
Yeah. It could
Hey,
be,
Willie.
someone's funeral could be someone's birthday too.
But bottom surgery, Willie. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to go there with Barry, but you might want to ask for him.
Anyways, here's your countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 13th, 2025. And what a show we've got for you folks. We're going to check back in, of course, with Willie, the worm farmer. How you doing, Willie?
Yeah. Hi. Doggo. How y'all doing tonight? Come on. Hi.
And
Univation
folks,
Nation.
in case you didn't know, he sells pea jugs, too.
Yeah, well, I was getting there, man. How long? Hi, Univation Nation. Come on.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, I love me some Univation Nation. Hey, I'm still sorry, but I set your house on fire. Hey, but
You're so good,
hey, I'm-
you.
Hey, I'm glad you're back. Hey, we missed you. Garen told you we missed you. Hey, but
Mhm.
here, hey, Innovation Nation, here's what I want to know.
Mm.
Hey, all of a sudden, Trump come out. He said, "Hey, I like Trump. Hey, y'all don't get me wrong out there in Radio Land. Hey, and this is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket
Eh,
Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina. Hey, and we're not
And
far from
Willie, that Alcatraz
yeah,
alligator place out there in the in the swamp, it's doing good. Okay, you said it was a bad idea. It's a good idea and it's working. That's
that,
your
that,
problem.
that,
That's why you're angry about it because it works.
no,
Ain't nobody escaped yet.
Hey, I listened to Wasserman Schultz, man. She went down there and inspected the place. Hey, no, hey, you get me sidetracked though, man. I got other stuff going on. Hey, first off, I want to talk to Innovation Nation, and then I want to talk to Doc. Hey, 69. Hey, there's a place up in South Carolina called 69. That ain't too far from where I'm at. Come on. Hey, matter of fact, I went down to 69, South Carolina, and we bought some racing cows, man. Hey, them racing cow. Hey, y'all know we do cow racing down there in Orangeburg, South Carolina, up at Livonia Speedway up in Georgia, man. Hey, but no, hey, Innovation Nations, censorship sucks, man. Hey, you do suck.
No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
no,
It's about
hey,
censorship sucking, not me.
no.
Okay,
You
Willie?
got, you
Okay,
got
you
me.
take your mind out of the gutter there.
Yeah, no.
You're a nasty man. Nasty man.
No, you got me
You keep it up
sidetracked,
and
man.
Trump's gonna take away your citizenship.
Hey, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I want to talk to the Innovation Nation about. Hey, look at him. Everybody come out, Pam. It's funny, man. I'm telling you, it's funny. It's hilarious. Hey, you got the head of the FBI, and you got this other woman, man, blondie woman. Hey, they come out and they're talking about there ain't no Epstein files, and then all of a sudden Donald Trump is siding with them, talking about y'all know, hey, there never was no Epstein files. That was all made up by Obama and Hillary Clinton and all them characters. And then he says, hey, y'all stop looking at this. Look over yonder, Rosie O'Donnell. He is crazy. Motivation Nation. I know that you love Donald Trump, and I don't. I mean, I don't blame you. But how he's going to use Rosie O'Donnell as a deflection or a distraction? He's seriously, that's all he can come up with. He can't bomb Iran no more. They done bombed the heck out of Iran. He's looking around the world trying to find a deflection from this whole Epstein file thing. And then next thing you know, he says, hey, look, Rosie O'Donnell's over there in Ireland. I'm going to take her citizenship away from her. Hey, man, come on. Donald Trump's smart, but that was a dumb thing to say. Hey, there ain't nobody that can take away your United States citizenship like that, man. She was born in America, and he's like, oh, Rosie O'Donnell. Y'all quit talking about Epstein files. We want to talk about Rosie O'Donnell. Come on. That's crazy, I'm telling you.
Well, Willie, you said the Epstein files. Now that's been a long time. No one cares about that anymore. I mean, you're still talking about that? Are you serious?
Yeah, no, hey, they don't, man. Hey, no, hey, don't nobody care about no Epstein. It's just something that's brought up every now and then. But now all of a sudden they're saying, well, first off, they're like, okay, we got the files on our desk, and then all of a sudden we're looking at the files, and then all of a sudden there never were no files. I'm like, what the heck, man? Hey, but hey, y'all missing something else? Innovation Nation, you're silent. I can't hear you.
I know, because really I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what's going on right now. And I'm giving President Trump the benefit of the doubt because I know that he has more information than you or I could possibly guess about. And he's done a really good job so far leading our nation in a proper direction. And I don't know, Willie, I don't know, but I'm hoping that this is some kind of a trap, where he has sat uh, on the record that there is no evidence, which means they didn't turn it over to them. And yet we all know that there is evidence because there's cases that are ongoing that have evidence, so maybe this is just a way that President Trump is entrapping the previous FB lie and putting it on the record that it's not my administration. We don't have anything to do with it. We don't have anything. And now maybe that there will be an investigation because we all know that there is stuff out there. And I admit to you, Willie, I am completely perplexed. I really don't know what's going on right now.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And Doc, what about Dan Bongino and Cash Patel talking about possibly quitting over Pam Bondi, right? Well, that's a lot there. So please take all the time you need and unpack that.
No.
I don't think Dan Bongino. I think Bongino's going to quit, but I don't think Patel's going anywhere. I think Bongino's going to walk.
Hey, I see what you done there. No, y'all talking to Willie now. Wait, a long drawn out discussion. I want to talk about other stuff, man.
All right, then you unpack it, Willie. Go for it. Answer the question.
Yeah, we done with that. I want to talk about something else. Look at here. Hey,
it's gonna be your underwear, right? Your little tampon sock thing you made up.
No, hey, I got other ideas, man. I got other ideas, but Bullhorn Barry ain't there. I might have to get Motivation Nation to loan me a couple dollars for my business ventures, man. Hey, but here what it is, though, man. Hey, I'm a certified certifier, and I can certify. Yeah, no, hey, I can certify anything, man. Hey, and I'm also what they call a find-outologist. I got a PhD in find-outology. That means I can find out stuff, man. If I don't know it, I'll tell you what. Most of the time, man, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. But hey, every now and then there's something I don't know. But I got an idea, man. Hey, and what I want to do is I want to start selling worm gut soap and facial scrub, man. Hey, I done found out that the oils from these worms.
Wait. Worm gut soap.
Yeah, hey, yeah, worm
the
gut.
Guts
soap,
of worms. You
take
a gut and you gut the worm. You take those guts and you make soap out of it.
Yeah, man. Hey, and they don't, because here's the thing, man. Oils can be beneficial to your skin, but what happens is a lot of people's skin, it gets washed out and everything from all this soap that folks use. But you have to do what they call
disgusting.
A worm exfoliation. Yeah, hey, that's what I said, man. Hey, because y'all out there, Radio Land, y'all know that I sell worm hot dogs and I sell pee jugs too, man.
Okay, so going from pee jugs to women's beauty products is just I'm sure that's just a real easy step. Selling trucker.
Some of them ladies out there use some weird stuff on their faces. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do have, what is that foreskin cream?
Yeah.
Hey, Motivation, if I were to ask you, with your worm gut skincare cream, would you also like to buy maybe a pee jug? It's half off if you buy them together.
Maybe Willie should hire a Democrat for marketing and they'll name it something totally that it's not and it'll sell.
Yeah,
you burned your house down, mind you.
And chummed her where I didn't burn her whole house down. I just burned up the porch, the balcony part of it. Hey, but no, hey, I got me a roadside stand set up up there in 69 South Carolina where I'm selling this exfoliation, man. It removes dead skin cells, and it's also a tube of worm gut skin saturizer, man. Hey, but look at him. Here's something else that I saw. Hey, I seen this thing. This is bona fide, man. This ain't no lie. Hey, and don't interrupt me again. No, hey, they sell. I crack me up. No, hey, they sell a Barbie doll, man. Hey, this Barbie doll, I looked it up, man. It's got a continuous glucose monitor and insulin pump. 2 medical devices that people use, carry, or wear that have type 1 diabetes. This is a diabetes Barbie doll. Hey, you can't make it up, man. Y'all can look it up. Hey, if you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Look, hey, in addition to the doll, Barbie is introducing 2 more dolls of something with a Peloton fitness.
I don't want to step on your time.
No,
I don't want to step on your time right now, but we're going to take a call real quick, okay?
Yeah, no,
This is a caller from 69 North Carolina who
South
goes by the name
Carolina.
of, okay, my bad, who goes by the name of Jethro. Jethro, would you like to come in?
Jethro.
All right,
Jethro,
turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. Could you turn your radio down?
Hold on. So listen here. You know, he's up there selling them worms to put on your face, and I got pigeon feathers to scrub them in with. See, he's next door, and he sells the exfoliant, and then I sell the pigeon feather scrub brush, and you use it to put in the exfoliant. It's the perfect combo. But see, now this guy, he charges you too much, so I'm probably gonna have to undercut his business. I'm probably gonna have to. I probably shouldn't have said that to him in public, but you know.
Well, you did. You did. So,
I did.
So Willie, what are you going to do in response to that?
No, look at him. Hey, that sound me like a made for TV paid preview or whatever you call it fight in the making. Look at him. Me and him gonna square up. We gonna square off somewhere, man. Hey, and charge people to watch me whoop his butt. Look at him.
You think you gonna whip my butt? You come on up here. Come on up here. We'll put it. We'll put the cell around. We'll do it. We'll charge money on the pay-per-views.
Hey, look at here. Hey, I've been in a scrap or two, man. Look at here. Hey, it don't matter. Hey, I can take a whooping. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that is true. You can take a punch. I've seen it happen on more than one occasion.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, he ain't lying though, man. Hey, I seen them. They feather brushes, man, and usually, hey, he stole my idea. I use chickens. I don't use feather pigeons. I use chicken. It's like what you do is you drill your holes in a board, and then you take the chicken feathers and you stick down in the hole, and you can use them.
Willie,
you can use them to.
You're giving away Jethro's whole business model here on the air. No, come on.
No, hey, you can use. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, that's a good idea right there. Hey, look at hey Jethro. Me and you can go into business, man. Look at him, business. We can make some money. Hey, because that's what I was talking about a minute ago. Hey, they got this here Barbie doll thing, man. Hey, and I thought about all kind of other dolls, man. What if you? Hey, Barbie ain't got this. Hey, what about a fat doll? Hey, you got and then you squeeze it to make it skinny.
Would they call that the Georgia Barbie doll?
Yeah, a Georgia big old fat Georgia Barbie. That's funny right there. Hey, you know what he's doing there? He's insinuating that folks in Georgia eat too much. Hey, you get me sidetracked though, man. Look at him. You take this doll and you squeeze her and stuff comes out of her butt and she gets skinny and you got this pudding looking stuff all over the place. But hey, it's called a pump fat Barbie doll. Hey, but what about a Korean Barbie doll? It comes complete with a dog.
All right, now, all right. Hey, Willie, I'm not going to let you slander an entire country of people on my show, okay? No. That's uncool.
Chinese. A Chinese Barbie doll. Hey, I wonder if there is such a thing as a Chinese Barbie doll or a Mexican Barbie doll. The Chinese Barbie doll is gonna come with a pet cat. Hey.
All right, look, man. Again, Willie, I can't have you disparaging entire countries full of a billion people at a pop on my show.
Now you know man. Them Koreans, them Korean Barbie dolls, they can stand on top of them sloped roofs.
Yeah, he worse than I am.
All right, yeah, guys. All right.
Hey, Gator Contreras.
Caller, I'm gonna end the call here. And
now hold on here. I thought the Mexican Barbie doll was modeled after the Telemundo weather girls. You know, the ones with the really nice tight dresses that are real short, show lots of leg and all that.
Those girls are gorgeous. Those big baby Latinas, they can stay. All
right, hey, caller, Mr. Producer, can you cut the caller off, please?
There it is.
The radio exclusively back to Willie here because he has a lot of important things to say and he's got plenty of time left to do it. Willie, if you have your thoughts together and you understand what you're going to say, you got it listed out, maybe some bullet points. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you
man.
can
Yeah.
optimize the amount of time I'm giving you, which
Yeah.
is, pretty generous, amount of radio time. So go ahead.
I see what you're doing there. Hey, now I'm gonna whoop on Jethro's rear end, man. I'm gonna whoop him up and down in the state of South Carolina. Now, hey,
All
I
right.
want to talk about. Now, look at him. Hey, Gator Catraz, man. Hey, a Gator Catraz play set. Hey, man, Gator Catraz play set, man. Hey, you see, it comes complete with alligators, man, and you can take the immigrants that are housed at Gator Catraz and put them in the gator's mouth. Hey, you make the little gator walk around with an immigrant in his mouth. That's funny. A Gator Catraz
All
play
right,
set, man. No,
come on now.
hey,
Do you have
we went.
anything intelligent to say at all?
Yeah,
I've
no,
seen you actually
did he?
recently come out with intelligent things to
Yeah,
say.
no.
Do you have
Yeah, no.
anything resembling
Yeah.
an intelligent thought at this point in the show?
Yeah, no, intelligence. What's that? Hey, no, hey, a Diddy play set. Hey, a Diddy play set. It comes complete with tunnels, man.
Willie, these aren't products that you have. You're just
No.
brainstorming
Yeah,
ideas on the show.
yeah.
It's
Zelensky.
I don't understand why you're just
Hey,
throwing out
Zelen-
ideas on the
Zelen-
radio show for
Hey, no,
products you're never going to make.
no, Zelensky, give me money, dog.
Zelensky,
Willie, give me money. No, hey,
Willie,
no,
I want to let you talk to
no.
Doc for a sec, okay? Because
No.
Doc is a crypto king. He understands crypto better than anybody you ever met. So you've got a mine out in Colorado full of them there Bitcoins. And I want you to talk to Doc here about how you can maybe get them back.
No, I don't want to talk to Doc. I want to talk about other stuff, man. Hey, did you know?
All right, well, we have plenty of time.
Hey, did you know that William Shatner? Hey, this ain't no lie. William
He started
Shatner, man.
Underwear brand. You're talking about his underwear brand, yeah, right? Yeah. Shatner pants.
Yeah, no, his lingerie company, man. Hey, did you know that William Shatner, he tried to start his own lingerie company for women?
It's called Shatner G-Strings.
Yeah, no, hey, unfortunately, Shatner panties turned out to be a terrible choice for a brand name. Shatner panties, that's funny right there. Hey, come on. Hey,
you can buy those and use them as chumderwear, right?
Hey, hey, it works, man. Hey, especially the ones with the corn. Hey, this ain't no lie.
All right, enough.
No, hey, Doc, I really want to talk to you, man. Hey, I know that you are a highly intelligent individual, Doc, and I know all about that crypto stuff, man. Hey, I got 20 gazillion billion pounds of Bitcoin, man, because we mine them things. We do. We mine them out there in Colorado. I got a Bitcoin mine. It's in the side of a mountain.
Are you storing them in a cold wallet? Because if they're not in the cold wallet, they're melt.
No, hey, I store them in a Saul Good wallet. Saul Good got all my Bitcoins, man. Hey, but I'm telling you what.
Saul stole your Bitcoins, right?
Yeah, no, he ain't. He crooked, man. He can't be that crooked though. Hey, but XRP. They got a cryptocurrency now. This is not cryptocurrency advice, man. Hey, but XRP is supposed to make a big old run tomorrow or something, man. Hey, I heard it told them things are going to get up to about $1 billion for one of them, man. Hey, I got about $1 billion of them, so I'm going to be a multi-gazillionaire by the time it's all said and done with.
I don't think that's how economies work, Willie.
Yeah, no, hey, y'all sidetracking me though, man. Hey, cause I want to talk about flat Earth. Hey, and I want to talk about a pallet jack recliner. Another idea I come up with, man. Hey, and I want to talk about.
You were emailing me about Building 7 too. You were sending me a bunch of emails about Building 7. So I don't know what you have to say about that.
We got a minute, man. Hey, July 32nd is going to be Wormapalooza, man. Hey, y'all know it's time for Wormapalooza again. July the 32nd, man. Hey, we gonna have cornholes going on and frying pan tosses and cow patty bingo and pig racing and bug racing and cow racing.
Right.
And
on that note, folks, we've got to go to break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We will see you right after the break.
Flat Earth, man. Hey, we want to talk about Flat Earth.
You got it in. You nut. Oh my God, you guys kill me. Doc, that was great. You did great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Hey, I wanted to talk about Australia, man. Australia is
It ain't
currently
real.
no,
It
hey,
ain't real.
hey, Australia is drifting. Hey, this ain't no lie. It's drifting like 2 centimeters a year or something like that. Man, I got it wrote down. 7 centimeters every year. Australia is moving. It
How
is a
far is Tokyo
fast-moving
drifting?
continent. But
That's why
here's
you
what
want
I
to buy
want to know.
land off the coast of Madagascar. So
Now,
one day
Willie,
it'll be prime real estate.
yeah, well, Willie come up with the idea, man. He wants to take some ropes and tie it to Australia and pull Australia to the United States, man. Hey, if Australia hit the United States, it wouldn't be Australia anymore, would it?
Be South Texas.
Well, that's not
South
exactly how
Texas.
continents work.
No, it would probably be Puerto Rico first.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Or Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The way they're going down there, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's most
Or
likely going to
Samoa.
be
What was that
Cuba.
island that congressman said would flip over? What was that one again? Was that Samoa?
Yeah, I remember that.
The American
Guam.
Samoas.
Guam.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But it was
Guam is out in the Pacific.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that one
Yeah.
congressman said he thought it was going to flip over.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
he was
yeah.
Worried about it tipping.
Yeah. Like
No,
it was a
hey,
boat or something.
Hey, Google Doom Goblin. That is really sad. Google Doom Goblin.
Oh man,
and
you're
Greta-
just going to come up with a picture of my ex-girlfriend.
I am not Googling that, no matter how much you ask me to. Not Googling.
Google Doom Goblin, and Greta Thunberg shows up. Hey, no joke, man. Just Google Doom Goblin, and you'll find all about Greta Thunberg.
Thunderbird, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Whatever
missed. We
happened to
missed.
your other girl, Sydney Powell? No one ever.
Yeah, I
hear,
love-
Oh,
you
the
don't
one that
talk
stole all
about
his
her
forks and
anymore.
knives
Wow.
and spoons and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
Innovation
I
Nation.
was
take
thinking
your-
about her,
did she
Willie.
take
That girl
your
that stole
silverware, too?
everything you own. Took your silverware, your toilet paper, everything.
Yeah, every damn thing.
That's a
Toothbrush,
lawyer for you.
gone.
Hey, we didn't get Aunt Mama Lou in there.
She's.
got John's rope tonight.
I'll tell you,
Yep.
your connection starts out always kind of shaky, and then the more you talk, the better it gets. You guys notice that?
Yes.
Am I good now?
You're good now.
Yeah.
But like the more you talk, the better it gets. So like when you say "Am I good now?" it's harder than if you say "Am I good now?" Because yesterday I went on a spree and blah 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 blah. All right, I got like 20 articles here left.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
We
Yeah,
can't cover
always.
all of it. So let's see. That's gone. We covered the weed stuff pretty much. We covered the Spaniard War.
Willie
Macron.
want to talk about Aunt Mama Lou's sisters. Aunt Mama Lou's sister, she got one that's so fat. Aunt Mama Lou got
boy.
a
she?
Aunt Mama Lou got a sister so fat. Her sister got a flesh-eating bacteria, and the doctor gave her 84 years to live. Big old guy. Hey, you know Aunt Mama Lou got 23 sisters, right?
Apparently one super fat
Uh-huh.
one.
30
And
seconds.
Aunt Dorothy killed a bunch of college students out in the lake.
Yeah, that was Miss Dorothy, Aunt Mama Lou's mama.
That's funny,
Psycho.
dude. Yeah.
So apparently, Ghislaine Maxwell just put out a statement from her lawyer saying she's willing to give up the details.
And here's
Go.
the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And we're going to dive right in with some pretty amazing breaking news from Dr. 420. What do you got for us, Doc?
So, according to Daily Mail, Ghislaine Maxwell says she is willing to reveal the Jeffrey Epstein client list. This is being reported widely now as being sourced by Daily Mail through her lawyer.
So she's had this thing stashed on a thumb drive, like Upper Yahoo, for the last 4 years.
I I don't know. I think that she's trying to angle to get out. But I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting. I just noticed that come across the breaking news.
If she goes total, like, state's evidence and comes out with all the beans and just supports it all, and I mean, let's go. Trump,
Right.
where are you on this? Is this still not a thing? Because, I mean, they came out with like the tranche 1 of the Epstein files, and we thought it was just going to be like, the previous release they did, with all the different tranches to all the social media influencers, and like 8, 9, 10 of them. And you just keep getting inundated with all this information. But we got none of that. Nothing. No Epstein information whatsoever. And now, if she's going to step up and say, I will talk at this point, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
You know,
hope she's not. I hope it's not a bunch of BS, because, I mean, somebody as manipulative as her. But go ahead, Yotivation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, that's fine. I was just going to say that when Ghislaine was in the middle of her trials, they gave her a computer and they gave her access because she had millions of pages of documents to sort through. So it is very possible that she does have, I mean, millions of pages.
Yeah, and that sort of source code to go back into where all the real stuff is hidden. You know what I mean? Like, there's a system to it.
Right.
And she
And
would
so-
know what that system is. It's just millions of files of child porn. Well, okay, well, does that happen to be Chuck Schumer in that one? Or does it allegedly, or does that happen to be, some other prominent politician in that other shot with that kid on the beach, and they're hugging a little kid sitting there, give a little kiss to some kid who's clearly a completely different ethnic, background from you. Never seen any other pictures of you with this kid, but here you're on Epstein Island, just hugging him.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
even have Virginia Giuffre. She said that in an interview that they were calling Little St. James, Jeffrey Epstein's island, Pedophile Island and Orgy Island. And she said that's because that's what it was. Orgy Island.
And Pedophile Island. I mean,
And I think she would know.
Yeah.
and we report this stuff and talk about it kind of nonchalantly. Like, oh yeah, it's just Pedophile Island or whatever. But folks, there's so much stuff out there. You were talking about the 300,000 missing kids in America.
Mhm.
And how a lot of them are just gone. How the nastiness, how there's things going on in America today that probably make the slavery days seem like chicken feed. And I mean it. And then you go over to a country like China, or some of these other places, and different far-flung places in the universe where slavery is still a thing today. The United Arab Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, their soccer stadium that they're building was just used with all kinds of North African people who came there. They take their passports, they pay them next to nothing, make them work, 80-hour weeks on scaffolding and doing dangerous, hardcore work. And it's just overlooked. Hey, it's the World Cup. Things like that might have to happen if we're, ever going to get the stadium built, right?
Well, they do the same thing in Dubai with the slave labor as well.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
happening.
add America.
But it's happening all over the world to levels that just dwarf whatever happened during, as far as the number of people involved, dwarf what happened during the American slavery days. Slaves have existed forever. Every single person listening to the show, I don't care what color your skin is, you are descendant from a slave at some point.
Yep. Yeah.
And
It's,
stolen land. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, but we'll get to stolen land next.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's a shame that's the focus of this whole thing has gotten so politicized and so deep into the weeds of conspiracy and all these other things, when we're kind of like glossing over the fact, like you said, that this is a form of sexual slavery that is rampant throughout the United States. It's rampant throughout the world. And there really needs to be a focus on that part of it. And I think it's a shame that this particular guy has become kind of the face of it when it's the main moneymaker for the cartels. That's their primary funds source is human trafficking. It's just a shame.
It is, and we are so happy that this stuff is coming to an end.
Yep.
Because most of it is being run by the Mexican cartels and other foreign entities, establishment gangs, if you will, that are in the country. I'm reading things, and Doc, you probably know about this as well, that like a very large percentage of the cannabis that's grown in the United States comes from Chinese farms.
Yeah, illegal farms on top of that. They do all kinds of things to get their initial license in somebody else's name, and then they do all kinds of sneaky, underhanded paperwork. And a lot of the Chinese people that were coming across the border that got reported, they had their own like intake center down in Panama or Costa Rica, somewhere like that, that the cartel was using. A lot of those people ended up being slave labor in those industries. These huge warehouse grows, and these people are forced to work there to pay off their debt being brought to the United States. I think it was something like I can't remember that there's a huge number of these in. Joe Rogan had a guy on who worked for the California Department of Agriculture and Land Management. The guys that go out and do check the trails and keep an eye on the forests and all that stuff. What is that? The forest reserves? I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, that they had to create a tactical unit because there's so many of these illegal cartel grows throughout.
You're talking about just the Forest Service, right?
Yeah, Forest Service. I couldn't remember the name of it for some reason.
Okay, yeah. So they have tactical units now because I've never heard of that growing up.
Yeah, no, that is one of the big things down in California in the illegal cannabis industry. They go into these state lands and build these huge outdoor grows, steal water, and do all kinds of terrible things to the environment. And it was getting so bad that they had to create a tactical unit within the Forest Service in California to go out and hunt these guys down. That's horrible.
And when you say stealing water, it's like they'll hook up a tube, PVC piping, right? That goes right into a river somewhere and just pumps it downhill around an entire mountain and down to their farm where they just have it all day.
Yeah, they'll dam off the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's like stealing water from downriver big time from people who need it,
Yep.
So, yeah, it goes on and on and on. Let's see what else. Well, we talked about this earlier, but Scott Jennings, Scott, he's got his own radio show coming up.
Scott, is he the guy on CNN?
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
He has and I can't remember what network, but it's the big one, the big conservative network of radio stations that he's getting an hour a day. And here's what he had to say the other day on the cannabis farm in California.
I just want to go back to the thing I was most concerned about in reading all of this today, and that's that these little children are found on these farms. I mean, are we really saying here in the year 2025, well, we have to maintain the status quo of illegal immigration in the United States because we need little children to pick marijuana in California? It's like blowing my mind.
No, Scott, I think you're making a really, frankly, it's very important.
It goes on, but I think that you get the gist of it. It blows my mind that's what we're defending here today.
Well, Democrats will always defend slavery. They always have.
Yotivation, man. The Dems are going down a deep dive into unpopularity by constantly taking one bad theme after another, one bad take after another, after another, after another. Like, what's next? Like, they're defending pedophilia. They're just, give me a bad take and that party will jump on it.
The Wild Coyote Party, because it seems like everything they try blows up in their own faces every single time. And they do it to themselves, They're the ones that move the goalposts so far. So whatever accountability comes their way, it's because they tried to go after President, or I call him Precedent Trump. by any means necessary. So whatever comes to them, it's because they made it possible.
Amen. It's crazy to watch. They just do it in real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Nobody's going to believe this when they, unless they lived through this time, when they look back, it's just so embarrassing to me, the things that people have done, through COVID and all this transgender nonsense. And I mean, I just can't even believe it myself, and we're living through it. How did we let our nation get this crazy?
Exactly. Speaking of crazy, let's move on to AOC and her X account. Wow, who would have thought that electing a rapist would have complicated the release of the Epstein files? Is what she had to say, right?
Yeah.
And people are coming back at her and saying, hey, have you noticed that, like, Trump's suing, a lot of people? ABC, Stephanopoulos, $15 million in a defamation suit, right? Like, how smart is that? To call Trump a rapist? On what level can you do that?
Well, it's their little imaginary world they live in, right? Like
Yes.
in the imaginary NPR blue bubble that they live in, Trump is a rapist. He's a misogynist. He's a failed businessman, and he's a liar and a cheat. Like, he's all of those things in their world. Now, granted, we know that 99% of the things that they have to say about him are not true, but they actually have their followers, especially the kind of mentally deranged socialists that are followers of AOC, they all think that he is a rapist, and they believe in their emotional state that he is that. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't think it really matters to them because they believe it as a truth, and that's how they are.
Well, Yotivation, have you ever heard the term, all abbreviated, FAFO?
Yes, I have. Many times.
You have? Yeah. Now, is she doing the FA part of that?
She's just not very smart. And yeah, she is. She's going to find out. And speaking of her, where is she? Remember when she was crying for all of the fake illegals back during President Trump's first term, that parking lot, she staged a scene, and now we have actually 300,000 missing illegal children. We just found 14 of them. Where is she? Where is she crying? Oh, girl, she's out of control.
Yeah, and the FO part is that he can straight up sue her now for defamation of character because you can't call the sitting president a rapist as you're a member of Congress.
Yeah, George Stephanopoulos didn't work out well for him.
Didn't work out real at all. What was it, 16 million they got him for?
Yeah, 15 million.
Yeah.
And he just settled because it's yeah, whatever. I just want you guys to pay a huge amount of money. I want you to buy my next jet. Once you buy my next jet, I'm gonna sit back and I'll count your money, and yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a beautiful day.
Yeah, he could bankrupt AOC because that woman don't have no money. No real money.
She's getting rich. No, she's getting rich now. I mean, it's
all
real
on
money.
it's all on paper though.
I bet she's got 3, 4, 5 million.
I'm sure she has that in assets, but I guarantee it's all on paper. She claims to have an economics degree, but that woman couldn't economic her way out of a paper bag.
But dude, people are throwing money at her. They're just everybody. The crazy far left team left in this country is just throwing money at her.
But that goes into a fund that
Roger calls it Operation Blooming Onion.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, I think she's completely propped up. I think if she gets kicked, if she gets sued into oblivion, she's not going to pay that off. That's going to be paid off by her war chest. That'll be just the cost of doing business.
Exactly.
And she'll look like a superstar.
That's what you're in Congress to do, is build up that war chest. Build up that money, and you can spill it down into yourself in so many different ways. Like, basically, you have to pay for your rent, you have to pay your car payment, but your food, You know what I mean? You're a member of Congress. Food is just, they're not going to let you starve. Just go
Right.
down to the Capitol and there's free food for days and it's good food.
Oh, you can get somebody to take you out for lunch every day.
Absolutely. Yeah, 5-star dinners every single night. Hey, you want to just test out this new Jeep for us and just give us a review of it? What do you think you like about it? What don't you like about it? We'll give it to you for the next few months. You can tell us what you think of it.
Yeah, maybe vote on this bill that's coming up, and as long as you're riding around in our nice new Jeep.
Yeah, or whatever. It's here it is. Like, here's a million different ways to make money as a person in Congress.
Well, why else would you go into debt becoming a politician?
It's the opposite of what it should be. We should have stringent studies and audits done on every member of Congress that you cannot leave with more money than you came there with.
Yeah,
period.
I agree.
I
Right?
shouldn't be able to collect as much money as they do. Like they should have to work for free. Like Elon just had
Well,
Doge.
I mean, that was
Then
the
they'd
olden
be
days.
invested.
That's how it was done back in the day, But today, at least, I'd just like to say that, hey, you can't leave with a greater net worth than you came here with, other than like you have a bunch of money in a mutual fund and it went up over your term as a congressman because you did good things and the economy grew and America got richer. I'm for that, but to be buying like options on obscure companies that are completely entangled into giant, legislation bills that you vote on, and suddenly your options become worth, $100,000 investment becomes $4 million overnight. Then you cash out the next day.
The Pelosi stock trade. That's right. The Pelosi
That's some
stock
BS
trade.
right there. Yeah, she does that. Oh, well, Paul Pelosi does it, her husband, but
they're the best in the business at it, though.
They're better than like almost every hedge fund in the country
by extravagant margins. Like it's ridiculous how much they destroyed the top hedge funds.
Yeah. And all those option traders on the floor, man, they know if they're getting that trade, it's just a money loser. They got to hedge the crap out of it. They got to, they're just taking a losing trade the minute they take that.
Yep.
It's yikes. But, the traders on the floor, man, they get that knowledge. Hey, I just sold Nancy Pelosi, 1,000 puts on this company. Right? That's money. You got that information. So they go turn around and play the market, and they know that legislation is going through. They know that company's going to have their stock go up 100% in a week. Yep. And bada bing, bada boom, money is made. That's how the insiders do it.
Yep, they just print money basically. That's it. It's almost that easy for them when they have that kind of information, especially somebody who's on as many committees as Nancy Pelosi was on. She had access to so much insider information as what was coming down the pipe that would affect the markets. Like the folks buying war stocks before we make a vote, before they make a decision on going to bomb Iran. A bunch of people bought government, munitions suppliers stock.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's just. I mean, when you have a system like that, how can you expect anything to be not completely corrupt?
It's kind of messed up, but it is capitalism. It is a system that has made the, American landscape what it is.
Well, we should just make them put the patch on their sleeve, like the race car drivers, and then I'm okay with it. I'm 100% fine with it.
Oh, in Congress, yeah.
Yeah, as long as they put the patches on their sleeves and on their jackets, like the race car drivers, do what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I think there should be term limits and, like I said, audits and all that good stuff. Yotivation, what would you do to fix Congress?
It's a good start. And I think that they're actually moving forward trying to propose an amendment to the Constitution to limit the number of terms for Congress and for Senate. So I think that would be a great start. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it was... somebody, I don't know if it was Ted Cruz or somebody out there responded to Elon starting his own party, and they said, don't do that, dude. That's a waste of time. It's a bad idea. This America Party, bad idea. Instead, put your efforts towards the ratification of, I forget what it's called. The people can ratify the Constitution. In other words, add another amendment to the Constitution through, a process, and that process involves putting all the states together and getting them all to agree that this should happen. And so we have almost the majority. We've got like 50 states that are willing to ratify the idea of term limits and a balanced budget amendment and all these other things, but it's got to get to 66. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Elon Musk could push it to the 66, the 2/3 of the House, instead of making this American. Like, there's better things he can do. Barry, it sounds. I'm sorry, Doc. It sounds like you know what I'm talking about. So please.
Yeah, no. I think the thing with Elon is I think most people don't realize that his goal isn't. He has a really singular focused mind. His Asperger's or whatever, autism. He has a really singular focused mind. And
you can't say that word on the radio, man.
So he's just got this singular focus. He wants to get humanity into space. He wants to build a colony on Mars. And he can't have a country like America, who runs the world economy, falling into disrepair and going through all of these social troubles and still get to where he's going, right? And so I think he's just not very politically savvy, because if he was politically savvy, he would just buy politicians like every other billionaire.
Like Soros, yeah.
Like that's the way you do it. You buy off local politicians, you buy off state politicians, and then you buy off the couple congressmen. Next thing you know, everything you want gets done. Like,
and judges are chump change. You can buy a judge for like $50,000. Like, it's easy.
You can get a local prosecutor for about $4,500.
Yeah, some are like $10,000.
Mm-hmm. And who was it? The guy from BlackRock that said, "Yeah, we just own these people. Like, we straight up own them. Like, we put them in office. It's all just our little club, you know."
Yeah. If he really wanted to be politically successful in the system we have now, that's what he would do. But I think he's thinking too much about his own goal to really put his weight in the right place to do the big changes, because I don't think it fits in with his goal to get a big group of, put all this money together to get people to vote to put these term limits in. I just don't think it fits in with his goal perspective, and I don't think it would ever be something it wouldn't have the same risk reward as getting a new political party with some political leverage, like the Libertarians did with getting Ross Ulbricht out of prison.
Yeah.
So I just think his political mindset doesn't work like that.
Exactly. And in the limited time we have left, I want to move to like the money that tariffs are bringing into the United States. It was they're estimating this is going to be about $500 billion at the rate things are going right now, which is, the net interest on the national debt is close to $1 trillion. So if these deals all fall into place, we could cover the interest on the debt with tariffs. And so far, I haven't seen any prices go up. I haven't seen. Have you guys seen any of that stuff? I've heard like car dealerships putting ads out about the tariffs and, come and get your car quick before the tariff comes in. But they're car salesmen. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, of course, they're going to use anything they can. Yeah. But other than that, I haven't seen a thing.
I haven't either.
No, not really.
Think it's going to be before he, I think he already has implemented the external revenue service. So how long before he gets rid of the internal revenue service?
Oh, man. He started the external revenue service. I love it. Internal, get rid of it. Yes, thank you very much. Get rid of property taxes. They're horrible. Florida's moving to do just that. They've already have no income tax, and they're ready to get rid of the property tax. And once you do the 1-2 trifecta right there, Well, it's not a trifecta, is it? But you get my point. It's a beautiful thing. You put those two things together, and life starts making a lot of sense. And if you're living in New York, you're going, what? Like, you just run the numbers, man. Put it in Excel, run the numbers, and just see what it's like. I used to live in Nevada on Lake Tahoe, on the Nevada side, and on the California side. If I'd have bought my same house over there, it would have been 5 times more expensive. It would have been just so much more expensive. The property taxes on my place were like $40 a year. It was stupid. They just didn't care. And on the California side, it's like $400 a month, $300 a month.
Yep.
Right? It just goes on and on and on and on. Your income is taxed. Everything is taxed. And they just stand in stark contrast right there, the California side and the Nevada side.
Yeah, we have the same problem up here in Oregon. Everybody's fleeing the taxes. They keep raising taxes, keep raising taxes on gas, taxes on electricity, service charge on this, fee on that. And they're nickel and diamond businesses out of business. They're leaving. They're completely shutting down and leaving the state. People are just going to Idaho. Idaho's having a massive boom right now around the Boise area because of all the people leaving Oregon and Northern California. And it's because of those policies.
Yeah. And, Yotivation, you just took the bold step and moved to New York. So good for you.
Yeah. I on these people.
I'm sorry, your connection's really bad because you're in New York and they don't really have internet there, do they? Yeah, you're cutting out. So Doc, we got about a minute left. Where can people find you online?
Well, the best place to follow me is on the old Twitter, better known as X these days, at Doctor420. That's with an E. That's why you get that little Tor in there. And I'm also on Rumble and Odyssey, and my favorite, Minds.com.
Yeah, Minds is a favorite. I wish it would come back, but man, I can't play videos on it anymore. Yotivation, you tag me in a video. I can't play a video on Minds. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's just the site. I loved it back in the day, but man, I just. Anyway, folks, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We love each and every one of you for listening to the end. If you have listened to this point, please like us on social media. Please follow us. Please find us out there. Dragus Productions. We've got to go. We're all out of time. We will see you on Wednesday night. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay.
Flat Earth.
All right.
And the room
Excellent.
dies in 3, 2, 1.
Kind of, but not quite. But
Alrighty, folks. You guys have a good one. It was awesome to speak with you again, Yoda Nation.
We're gonna flip over to the very first one that we
Hey,
were
thanks,
in.
Doc.
If
Yep, you guys
you
have
want
a
to
good
come
one.
back in with us,
Thanks,
Doc.
Doc.
You're not going to join us in the next room, Doc. So cool, awesome. You're the best. Thanks so much for checking in with us, man. It was fun.
No problem, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Cool.
Take care.
All right, so Mark, you were saying we're going to cut this out in a second and start a new one?
Yeah, I'm gonna get us over there, and we can start working on that right now.
And will Yotivation be able to talk in this one?
I hope.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Because she couldn't talk last time.
If
That was
not,
sad.
Roger wants to talk about sex. But anyways.
All right, let's talk about you and me, right?
Right.
Let's
I'm
talk
gonna
about
I'll see you guys over in the other one. In the first one.
Okay.
All right. Let me take down the other one. And there we go. And get this one up. People in here. Where'd Yotivation go?
Hello.
Hey, there you are.
I think you called the wrong number.
I don't know.
We got a guest in the lobby here. Let's
Got her.
Motivation Nation admit. Okay, you got her first?
Got her. Yep. There you
Okay.
go.
Yes.
You-
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
No, I can't. I cannot hear you. No, hello.
I can't believe so my signal was bad tonight. I mean, understandable. It's been raining.
No, it's strange. You start out quiet, but after you say about 3 words, you come in perfectly crystal clear, like every time.
Weird.
Yeah, which is why I kept trying to throw you the mic for longer times.
Oh.
Like I never threw a bunch of yes or no questions at you.
I usually have more than one word anyways.
Your Honor, she has more than one word to say most of the time.
So did you see that Zoran Mamdani is officially a George Soros funded soldier?
30 million. Yeah, 30 million bucks.
Yeah. Anybody surprised?
No one's
No.
surprised.
No. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What else? I haven't been keeping up very well.
Hey guys, have fun. Be safe out there.
Bye, guys. So are they messing with Blue while you were on the show?
No, not at all. No, nothing like that. There was no. I have a friend of mine staying up here with me, and she came back over, and when Blue sees somebody they're excited to see, she just does the zoomies. You know what the zoomies are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but she's a really strong ass Siberian Husky that, so when she's on her leash and she does the zoomies, it's kind of dangerous to stand around her. Like it's straight up dangerous. You know what I mean? And I was warning my friend that, like, hey, you're like, just don't walk in the tornado. Right?
I wish I could have seen that.
Oh, Blue doing the zoomies is a beautiful thing.
I have no doubt.
She's 12 years old. Heck, I might be in denial, and she could actually be 13. I haven't really done the numbers lately.
She's the same age as my puppy.
Yeah.
And she's still doing great because she lives on the West Coast. She gets all that sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Why does your puppy live on the West Coast?
Your puppy lives on the West Coast. Mine lives on the East.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm like, I misheard that completely.
My doggy, he's blind. He can't see anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Poor puppy.
That's sad.
It is. It changed him, like he's very trepidatious now. He doesn't want to, every step.
I would be trepidatious too. Especially if I lived in like a 30,000 foot mansion where you can never really remember every step everywhere,
We're in New York now.
All right, so 12,000 square foot.
Not quite.
Yeah, I miss David Hogg. I really like. Okay, so David was just ripping the crap out of Barry one day, and it was for a couple shows. He'd come in the pre-show and just rip on Barry. Like he just wouldn't. Like he wouldn't rip on me at all. He just was going at it, and we, I talked to Barry about it, and we're like, dude, can you just lay off it a little bit? And since then, he hasn't come into the pre-show or the post-show, and. You know how I love David Hogg. I love the guy to death. It's just, I was just like, tone it down a bit, dude. Just don't just completely rip on him the whole time. And he's like, well, that's kind of what I am. I'm thinking, obviously in his head, he's thinking, well, that's kind of what I do. I just rip on people.
Yeah.
You're preventing me from being me.
We love Barry and we love David Hogg. David Hogg usually brings the funny, sometimes not, sometimes meanie.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he definitely
ahead.
brings it funny.
Yeah,
I miss
well, he
him.
definitely brings the funny. Yeah, he's brought so much funny to this whole. I mean, and just good, analytics and everything, or not analytics, but commentary about news.
Good thing.
Yeah,
He's
and
like a
just
walking encyclopedia.
he kind of is too. Yeah, when you can't remember that obscure person's name, you usually
He
can dive in there
knows.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
He's really good with the tech stuff too.
Yeah.
Getting that
Mark,
out
you're
there.
getting good at that too, like throwing out the obscure name.
Yeah. I try. I won't be half the guy that David Hogg is, but hey.
But we're like, yeah, who's that obscure guy that bombed Uzbekistan in the
Yeah,
80s?
well,
What's his name again?
when it comes to like geographics and that, you'll be like, nah, it's not South Africa, it's South America. Come on now.
Yeah, I'll handle all the geography stuff. I'm
Yeah.
pretty good with that.
Everybody has their need. His is funny, yours is geography, politics. You're a whiz
And
at
finance.
the finance. Oh, yeah. Without
And
you.
so is Doc, yeah.
Hey, guess what? My husband was bragging about me with all the
Nice.
tokens and getting the tractor. Remember?
Oh, really? Cool. Yeah.
He was talking about it tonight. I'm like, oh, yeah.
See, I tracked over there. My woman bought me that.
That's right, baby. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it's a cool thing we did there, man. We kind of cornered that market a little bit. I just wish we'd have sold everything at that point. If we'd have sold all of it and just put it all in Bitcoin, the remainder, God, it'd be like ball game on,
Yeah. Now
I just believed in mines. I believed in mines, but I've yet to see them do anything
I know,
that
we're down
ever
to,
improves this website.
yeah.
They just don't improve the website. They haven't been doing that for years. They just make it worse every single time.
I agree.
And I've never understood it. Like every single upgrade is like a downgrade, really.
No, you can't watch videos, you said?
No, Barry can't either. Like videos just are not a thing.
You know who you should try to get in sometime? Be Mark Edworthy. He'll tell you about the terms and conditions and services and all that too.
Yeah. He'd be an interesting guest. No, you've had him on the radio show once,
Oh, he
right?
comes on with Nancy a lot, and he's pretty good. It's just sometimes he'll put his hand over his mouth, and his hair gets in front of his face, and it's a little hard to understand him at times. But he's a good guy. I mean, he has a lot to bring forth. And
my first interview with him was probably his first foray into like doing this kind of stuff. And again, we talked for like an hour, then did the video, and then I called him up the next day and I'm like, dude, I can't play this video. Right? I'm like, listen to it. There was some technical stuff on my end, but also his side was like,
yeah, he does a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just to the point where I'm like, dude, we gotta let's do this again. Just cut out all that stuff, And we, it went off well. It worked well. But we had to redo the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to get Roger Hansen in there, with him when you do that, because Roger is like a thorn in.
I mean, Mark, I could spend an hour with Mark on a Wednesday. It's just what would I want to really talk to him about? It wouldn't be mines. I mean, I wouldn't want that. I'd want to do like a more broad-based sort of interview with him where we cover AI.
Oh my God, him and Roger have done a show. In fact, if you want, I can see if Roger wants to come in. Because Roger, Yotivation hasn't met Roger yet. Roger, are you free to come in? Roger.
He's just a coiled spring ready to go.
Yeah.
He's just like boom.
So much energy with Roger.
Roger Combat?
No, I'm kidding. He's actually like, hey, what's up?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Roger,
try
are you psyched to be here? Absolutely.
to-
All right
I
then,
guess
let's go to the news.
I guess he's not there. He's probably smoking or something. If I know Roger,
Yeah.
but
He's probably smoking.
he restreamed
he's
all of
probably
us
smoking
tonight.
a fag.
Roger restreamed us tonight on X, all his other platforms too, like D Live
Yeah.
and
Cool.
yeah, and Mines. Yeah, because I was there.
Mines?
Not Mines, but
Well, he shared the link.
What about Kick? Sorry, he's on Kick as well. So let me see. Let me try to get him up again. That Roger
Roger.
Hansen dude. He'll be like, yeah. Oh, no response. Yeah, he's not there. And Sonia, she's doing some editing. Otherwise, she probably would have came in tonight with us.
Well, we can dwell on the people that aren't here, or we could just talk with the people who are here.
Yeah, that's
Because we
great,
got
too.
Yotivation Nation in the house.
Yes, it's so good to have her back.
Anyway, folks,
is.
this is the censorship. And for the people who are new or whatever out there, Yotivation has been part of this show. We've been on the air for what, 5 and change years.
Yeah.
And Yo's been on there for like a solid 5 of them.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Been a good run. We've been through a lot.
And we covered and predicted everything, and I think that's why you
radio
keep
show
coming
so
back, because it's a way for us to put down in prosperity.
Thank you for listening. Picture, if you will.
What we said on X date.
Picture,
right?
if you will.
On that day, you debate me? You don't think I was? Well, let's go pull up the tape. We go to the archive.org, go to, Dragus Productions, search the date out when that went down, and boom. Okay, this is the episode where I said that, Joe Biden was a usurper for the first time.
That's right. We called it.
All it takes is a little research, and if you listen to your TV, you're going to wind up with a narrative. But you got to go looking, and then you find the truth, and long before everybody else. So that when it does come out on the TV, it's just confirmation.
And the most messed up part of the whole thing is people do not need cable television. You do not need cable television. It's the worst thing in the world. Get rid of it.
Picture, if you will.
When you spend money on cable television, that money goes into a pool and it gets sent to CNN, MSNBC, all these stations that would be out of business in a minute if it were, if they had to operate on a fair level. But they carved out this little cable television network bullshit scam where you pay $150 and you get HBO, which costs what, $12 a month if you just get the app, right? You start thinking how many, okay, do I really need every single movie channel when I can just get HBO, watch everything on HBO, get bored of it, go to cancel that, then go to, Netflix, watch that till I'm bored of it, on and on and on. It's like you don't need to spend $200 a month to have companies like CNN feed you bullshit news that is not real, that are lies, and you're paying through the nose to get that. And to add insult to injury, they make you sit through 20, 30 minutes of commercials for every hour of actual quote-unquote news you get. It's a scam if I've ever seen one, and it's about to fall apart because the internet is a thing, and you do not need cable news anymore. The minute everyone in America figures out that you do not need cable news, they go away. Cable
like
TV,
everything.
get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it. It goes away.
Yeah.
You never see a commercial again, and You get real news. So that's my rant. What do you got to say, yo?
I totally agree.
Do you pay for cable in your house?
My husband does, yeah.
What percentage of the time does your TV in your living room play commercials? Is it 20 or 0?
I have no idea. I don't really watch the TV that much. Like, he usually is streaming stuff, and
okay.
Yeah, he needs his television, but
well, you need internet. You don't need, if you're streaming stuff, it's internet, not cable. That's the issue. Just get rid of that cable. Like, convince your husband to. It's feeding the beast. Let's get rid of that. I know he wants the sports stuff. Probably they can be purchased. NFL package from ESPN.com. It can be purchased, and off you go.
He is more of like, he loves to watch the challenge, reality TV stuff. Yeah, he'll sit there and he'll watch season after season after season. I just go in the other room.
So he's binge watching like older stuff, right?
But yes.
Yeah, so like you don't need to pay cable for that. Like, that's completely like, there's one, I guarantee I've talked to people and they're always like, there's one reason why they keep their cable TV, and it's like always has to do with sports. But you can buy those packages online. Folks, get rid of your cable. Just get rid of it. It's the worst thing in the world. It should be gone forever. Starlink is better. Anything is better. Just switch to internet and you'll get on with life like nobody's business.
Yeah, you'll be a lot more informed. That's for sure.
Exactly. Oh my God. Instead of watching The View and thinking they're for real, you watch The View and have commentary over it, and you're like, oh yeah, these guys are a joke. Like, to turn The View on and play that in your house and consider that to be like anything but sarcastic comedy, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yotivation, if you came over to my house and you came in here and I had The View on, you'd laugh, right?
But my husband's mom, she watches that stuff all the time, and her belief system shows it. There's no getting through to her either. None.
Oh. I recently found out that one of my last girlfriend, her nephew basically is a just modern day troll online. He turned into, I knew him when he was 9. He's like, older now, and just one of the biggest trolls on the planet. And it's so funny watching this kid. I knew him. It's so funny watching him. It's like, I'll talk to you about that in more detail off the record, both you and Mark, if you guys want to hear this. But yeah, on the record, I won't say a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I was looking at him and I'm like, dude, you're just, I know you. He's like, I could sit down with you for 5 minutes and be like, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing?